Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's lesson. I am excited to have you here. In each class, we will begin with a story, then I will bring it down in simple words, and finally, we will draw out the lessons that you can apply in your own life. The story you are about to hear is taken from one of my novels titled The Price of Easy Money, Chapter 2, titled Temptation and Distraction. On how to get this novel, please click on the link in the comment section or my bio. It will automatically redirect you to our website where you can make payment for the book. Then click on the WhatsApp link on the website to join our WhatsApp group platform and become a member of our live class. Once you paste your payment receipt on the WhatsApp platform, the book will be delivered to you in just a few seconds. Now, sit back, relax, and let's begin the story. Listen to the story. Let us begin by stepping into Emeka's world. After a conversation under the Iroko tree, Ikechukwu becomes determined to prove to Emeka that life outside the classroom, the street, is the place where real knowledge and experience are found. He says, Emeka, life no be by book. The real education na outside school. Emeka, ever cautious and thoughtful, warns his friend, a goat that follows the hyena to the bush may never return. He understands the dangers, but temptation is patient and does not announce itself. Slowly, it creeps in, whispering promises of excitement, money, and freedom. One Friday evening, Ikechukwu shows up at Emeka's house with a mischievous grin. He invites Emeka to a party. Forget all these books for one night. Make we go flex more. Emeka is stunned. He knows his father would not approve. He knows the path he has been following. Study, discipline, responsibility. But curiosity gnaws at him. The thrill of breaking the rules of seeing a different life is too enticing to resist. That night, Emeka enters a dimly lit nightclub in the neighboring town. Everything is different from his quiet, predictable village. The music pulses like the heartbeat of a restless beast. Multicolored lights swirl hypnotically. The air is thick with the scent of alcohol, perfume, and cigarette smoke. People move freely, throwing money, laughing, and dancing. This is Shao's dress in beauty. Ikechukwu introduces Emeka to a group of flashy young men. Boys, this na my guy, Emeka. He still the lane road. One of the men speaks. You never shop life before? No worry. Tonight, we go baptize you. A bottle of expensive liquor is placed before Emeka. For a moment, he hesitates, thinking of his father's warning, his mother's prayers, and the books waiting at home. But the thrill of the moment and the allure of the glamorous world around him overpower his hesitation. He sips the drink, taking his first step into a path filled with temptation and indulgence. The night unfolds like a dream. Emeka drinks, laughs, dances, and feels untouchable. He is intoxicated not only by the alcohol, but by admiration, excitement, and a novelty of a life far removed from responsibility. He understands why Ikechukwu called this the real world. But the next morning, reality returns. Emeka wakes with a pounding headache, a bitter aftertaste, and a room full of untouched books. His father's words echo in his mind. A child who plays with the fire must be ready for the burn. Yet, even after this, Ikechukwu arrives, inviting him to another party. Emeka hesitates. At this moment, the trajectory of his future hangs in the balance. You are finished listening to the story now, so let's unpack what is happening in this story and why it matters. Number one thing is that temptation and influence. You know, temptation often arrives quietly, just like in Emeka's story. It does not appear as a warning or in bold letters. It creeps in subtly, appealing to curiosity, desire, and the human tendency to explore the unknown. Ikechukwu represents this temptation. He is charming, confident, and offers immediate rewards, excitement, pleasure, and status. Notice how peer influence is a major factor. Emeka's initial hesitation is overridden not by internal desire alone, but by the pressure of acceptance and desire to belong. That was his bane. Humans naturally seek validation from peers, and this can sometimes lead them into risky situations, just as Emeka experiences. Number 2 is what I call the illusion of the real world. The nightclub scene illustrated the deceptive nature of indulgence. Lights, music, alcohol, and admiration create an illusion of freedom and sophistication. Emeka perceived this as the real world, but in reality, it is temporal, chaotic, and detached from responsibility. This is an important lesson. What looks glamorous and exciting is not always what is best for your long-term goals. Immediate pleasure can blind you to the consequences waiting ahead. Then, number 3, I call this one first step consequences of choices. The story emphasized the importance of that first choice. Emeka's first sip of alcohol is symbolic. It represents the moment he crosses a boundary between responsibility and indulgence. Choices like this often start small, but have the potential to shape habit, decisions, and ultimately life paths. Number 4 is the internal conflict. Emeka experiences both exhilaration and the guilt. This internal conflict is a sign of moral awareness and the self-reflection. He enjoys the thrill, but also the senses that he is moving away from the values he grew up with. This tension is common whenever we face temptation. Part of us is drawn to immediate pleasure, and a part of us recognizes the risk and the consequences. Number 5, pivotal movement. Finally, the story leaves Emeka at a critical decision point. Another party invitation, his hesitation signals a moment of potential transformation. This is a perfect example of how life often presents repeated choices. Each choice matters, and awareness, self-control, and reflection are key to navigating such moments successfully. Now, lessons to apply in this story in your life. Number 1, temptation is patient and subtle. That's one lesson. Number 1 lesson. Always be aware of situations that may seem harmless, but can lead you away from your goals. Number 2, peer influence is powerful. Choose friends and companions who encourage your growth rather than only short-term pleasure. Number 3, distinguish between temporary thrill and lasting value. Immediate enjoyment is not wrong, but it should not be replaced. It should not replace responsibility or long-term goals. Number 4, your first choice matters. Small actions can set the tone for habits and future decisions. Number 5, pause, reflect, and choose wisely. Internal conflict is a signal to evaluate your choices before acting. Now, let me take you further to interactive questions for you, my students, and my listeners. Number 1 is, why did Emeka, that's number 1 question I'm going to ask. Why did Emeka hesitate before going to the nightclub? And what made him finally agree to go? Number 2, How does Ikechukwu influence shape Emeka's decision? Number 3, what are some ways Emeka could have resisted temptation without feeling left out? Number 4, how does the nightclub symbolizes the illusion of freedom and pleasure? And number 5, have you ever faced a situation where immediate enjoyment conflicted with the long-term goals? How did you respond? Number 6, and the final question, what can Emeka's hesitation at the end teach us about making future choices? Let me repeat that one again. What can Emeka's hesitation at the end teach us about making future choices? All these questions I have asked, please do yourself a favor by making sure that you belong to our live class where you can submit your answers, then we treat it generally in the house. Now you have seen how Emeka's story unfolded. A young man caught between discipline and temptation, between long-term goals and short-term pleasures. His hesitation at the end shows us something very important. Life is a journey of choices, and each decision, no matter how small, can shape our future. Remember, temptation will always look attractive. It often dresses itself in excitement, pleasures, and the freedom. But real strength is in pausing, reflecting, and asking yourself, does this choice move me closer to the future I want or farther away? As you go about your daily life, you will face your own versions of Ikechukwu's invitation, moments where friends, peers, or situations try to pull you off your path. When those moments come, think of Emeka. Think of the lessons from this chapter, and above all, think of your future. Your destiny is not built in one day, but it can be destroyed in one wrong step, so choose wisely. In our next lesson, we will continue exploring how ambition, curiosity, and decision shape not just who we are today, but who we become tomorrow. Until then, stay focused, stay disciplined, and remember, your choices today are the seeds of your tomorrow. Don't forget to buy this novel from us. Read it from the beginning to the end, and you will learn many life lessons. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure that you get this book for yourself, and may God bless you.